All right, picking back up on chapter 11, page 87, 3 important mantras. There are 3 important prayers or mantras which you should try to memorize in Avestan and recite from memory on a daily basis. The spelling given here approximates a phonetic representation of the sounds as easily understood by a speaker of modern English. These mantras are analyzed in the greater detail in Appendix A. Jasamea Vanga Mazda, Hashem v'hoivishtem ashti, hostashti, hostahamayat shai, vayishtai Hashem, Yitahu verio, ataratu, shishautit, hachau, vengesh dam anangao, shout, ananamengesh, mazdai, snachem chai, hurai, ayim, drigabiyat, adad vastaram. Any one or all 3 of these prayers can be recited before open flame on your personal kavan as regular and daily act of faithfulness and spiritual focus and direction. Each of the prayers should be repeated 3 times minimally. This should be done once a day, but 5 times are ideal. The 5 Ga's. Zarathustra instituted the idea of praying several times a day at various stations of the sun's journey. By tradition, there are 5 such times called Ga, or time for prayer. These 5 times link our consciousness to the natural cycle of the day, but more importantly, these act as a checkpoint for our own individual activities during the course of the day. They encourage us to think, say, and do the right things to fulfill our goals and those of the wise Lord. And they encourage us to make regular contact with the Lord to give us productivity, strength, and awareness. These ideas, like so many others of the Prophet, were taken up by other religions and even self-help gurus over the millennia. We think they worked best in the context they worked first. In the beginning stages of taking up the practices of the Mazdan way, it is impractical to try to perform the Ga's in the manner of a pious Orthodox Zoroastrian. Even among them, there exists a tradition that instead of the usually prescribed prayers, one can recite 65 ahunvars at each Ga. The use of prayer beads, 101 beads on a string, can be helpful in these practices. Such prayer beads were invented by Zoroastrians. From them it passed to Hindus, Christians, and Muslims. At later times, Zarathustra was said to have thwarted an assassination attempt when he threw his prayer beads at the assailant who dropped dead when struck by them. To begin with, the Mazdan can pray once a day, then twice, then 3 times, eventually building up to the 5 Ga's. Begin with reciting the Shambhu and the Ahunvar, then practice to recite multiple times each, and multiple times of 3. Pre-Zoroastrian Iranians, like other Indo-European peoples, held rites 3 times a day, at dawn, noon, and sunset. Zarathustra added 2 more times. Time morning, name Havanga, time span sunrise to noon. Time noon, name Rapithanga, time span noon to 3 p.m. Time afternoon, name Utsiranga, time span 3 p.m. to sunset. Time sunset, name Aithasrutramga, time span sunset to midnight. Time night, name Ushanga, time span midnight to sunrise. The times for the performance of these prayer formulas can be flexible. A person might do them upon rising around noon, 1 in the afternoon, immediately after work, and then at bedtime. It may be practical only to have presence of an open flame at home in the morning and in the evening. Any source of light is acceptable in less formal settings. Facing the visible sun is always a good alternative.